Okay, everyone, we just watched Alabama play the University of South Florida, and obviously Nick Saban wanted to use this game to see what Buckner and Simpson can do. Jalen Milroe did not play at all, and I want to speak, at least for me, I think a lot of you agree, he didn't do that well. Simpson played better than Buckner for sure, and he probably is going to be second string from now on, but they didn't do anything far beyond at all what Milroe can do, and Milroe seems to have a better presence or command in the offense itself, I would say. So all we learned is that Ty Simpson is the quarterback of the future and the backup for this year, but Milroe should probably continue to be the starter at this point. And I'm going to explain why I believe that through this video here. So let's look at a few plays. So the first time we're going to see Tyler Buckner here early in the game. And on this play, it's in the first quarter, 10 minutes, 14 seconds. He's pretty much stuck on getting this ball to Jermaine Burton, like at all costs at this play. The good news, what I liked is that he stayed in the pocket. He's still here. 2 receivers on the left side, 2 receivers on the right side. He's in the shotgun. Jermaine Burton is gonna take a while to run this route, where it's basically a corner route. But Buckner is looking to throw this because he probably saw something in the defense that said, oh, Jermaine Burton can take this pass and he'll be open. The problem is, one, Black, the tight end, number 84, is wide open on an out route to the right side of it, which he never looked at, by the way. And that would have been the easy first down here on this 3rd and 4th instead of the harder throw to Jermaine Burton in between the zone coverage of University of South Florida. Then you want to consider the fact that this ball is poorly thrown. Like, he put a lot of touch on it, I will say, to try to get over the defense, which is kind of what's needed, but it was too much, and the ball sailed on him instead because his arm is not the strongest. So that's just immediately one of the first things I saw that I was like, I'm not that impressed with Tyler Buckner. So let's look at another play, because you may be wondering, that's a little unfair to him. Maybe he can do better if you move forward. But later on in this first quarter, like in the middle of the game here, it's another 3rd down, and he struggled on 3rd downs in this game. So on this particular, so he has 3 wide receivers to his right, so Tripp's over there, and 1 wide receiver to the left, who is Ja'Cory Brooks. And that's who he's going to go for on this pass. He's in the shotgun again. University of South Florida is only rushing 4 people here. His pocket's fairly clean. I do like that he still stayed there. Had a person he was trying to go to, which was Ja'Cory Brooks, who ran a curl route past the 1st down, which is okay. That seems cool. The issue is, this is a poorly thrown ball by Buckner. He puts the ball at Ja'Cory Brooks' feet. And I watched this a lot of times trying to see, is he trying to do this on purpose? Is he trying to throw low in a way? Is he trying to throw low so that the cornerback doesn't have a chance to get to the ball? But in all actuality, I think he just poorly threw this ball at the feet of Ja'Cory Brooks. He should have been throwing it with anticipation. It looks like he threw it somewhat before Ja'Cory Brooks turned around, which is what you want to do, but you have to get that ball higher, because there's no way Ja'Cory Brooks is going to get down and get that low with the ball 2 to 3 yards in front of him and at his feet. That's not the type of play that you want to see from your quarterback. So let's go to another play. You might be like, you're picking on him. It's 2 plays. Well, how about 3? Here's another play at the end of the first quarter. You got 2 receivers on the left, and you got 2 of them on the right side. This is a screen pass to Benson, number 11 here. It's obviously a screen. The tight end over there, number 81, who I think is Dupree, he's automatically set not to block on the play here. Benson stops to get the pass. Look at where he throws this ball. He put it let's say the good thing about it. He put it in front of Benson. The issue is Benson wasn't moving, so how he threw this ball was as if Benson was moving forward to catch the ball, but Benson was standing still behind the line of scrimmage so he can catch this ball and let the tight end go block for him. Buckner threw this ball about a yard or 2 out in front in a way that Benson had to stretch out for it, in a way that he wasn't prepared for, leading to him losing his balance and falling down. A screen pass is supposed to be catch and then run. If you decide, or if you're kind of on the same page where you're thinking, oh, we're going to be moving, I want you to start moving up the field to catch the ball, maybe that would have been the right play, but that's not what Benson was expecting based on how he set himself in getting the ball. Like, when the ball is snapped, Benson steps forward and steps back. He's expecting this ball to come right to his chest, or at the very least, not so far ahead and in front of him that he has to reach out for it. Because if you're standing still and you have to reach out for it, then you're going to fall. And that's what Benson did on that play. And that's why it didn't work out that well for him. So I'm not picking on him, but let's do it again. So this is the fourth play. It's in the middle of the second quarter. You got Buckner right here in the gun again with one tight end. You got 2 wide receivers to the left side. So this is a 12 personnel play. Let's see what he's trying to do. It's a play action, right? And you have Isaiah Bond, who is running a corner route with a nice little route here. He gets himself open a little bit. The issue is Buckner just does not have the arm strength to make this play. Like he, once again, touch, but I think part of that, a lot of the touch is that the ball just flutters on him with how he throws the ball. This ball just kind of floats his way out, and it takes so long to get there that the DB in his zone coverage is able to catch up to his pass. And this DB was playing near the line of scrimmage when the play started. And so it took that ball so long to get to Bond on this out route that the DB was able to catch completely up and cause a pass breakup. So Buckner doesn't have the awareness or the arm strength really to play the position well in this offense for the type of players that we have. So that's Buckner. Let's go on to Simpson. Moving on quickly here. So now we got Ty Simpson near the end of the second quarter. It's in the red zone here, and he takes a sack. That's the play that I'm about to show you right now. It's 4 wide receivers on the field, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Jason McClellan is set to his right. To be fair, South Florida is blitzing. They sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blitzers at him here, and one of those guys got him right. And of course, the person who gave up this blitz, this sack, was the left tackle number 7-4, the true freshman who struggled all day and who also struggled last week as well, causing Jalen Milroe some problems. But the issue is, to point out, is that if you know that they're blitzing, which they gave a pretty good indication that they were going to blitz, and he's a true freshman, so I'm not tearing down him. I'm never about that person. I want to see Ty Simpson do well. I want to see him do well in the long run, especially at Alabama. But one of the things you have to do is know when to throw hot. And he has to either throw this ball to, I think that's Ja'Cory Brooks on the slant to the right side, which although he's pretty covered, so maybe not him, but definitely number 81, I think it's the tight end on the far left side. He's pretty open on his end breaking route and his slant to the end zone. So you got to take a chance there at throwing that ball or just take the sack. But he took a hard and awkward hit, which I don't want to see. So I would have much rather him like threw hot to the tight end if he could feel that he could get, a solid base and a good throw off, because a bad throw will lead to an interception. So this didn't put him in the best position, but it's also something that he can probably work on and do better. So let's go on to the next one here. We got 2 more plays or 3 more for Simpson. I would say that Simpson needs to hit Isaiah Bond underneath here. He rolls out to the right and he tries to make a play down, which I like that aggressiveness. Not bad, but this is probably a mistake. He has 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. One of those receivers to the right is Isaiah Bond, who's in the slot, who drag route right in front of his face. So even though a little pressure comes around the corner and Simpson kind of steps up, but he didn't have to. He had a clean pocket. He rolls out because he sees his guy in the middle of the field. But Isaiah Bond would have got him some sure yardage here and probably would have made a guy miss. I expect that Isaiah Bond, especially on a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, this is an easy first down. Like to get this ball to Isaiah Bond, who probably has the afterburners to get up. So I just need that ball to Isaiah Bond. That's all I got to say there. Here we go again. It's another play a little bit later on in the third quarter. Simpson's going to feel some pressure here. Like I said, they were blitzing him. They were trying to get him under his skin. True freshman. This is why he doesn't start. Like I said, the same thing when Tua Tagovailoa played again for Alabama, and people wanted him to come in 2017 when Jalen was a sophomore or junior and Tua was a freshman. They wanted Tua to come in, but he wasn't ready because there's so many things you have to know and account for as a quarterback, and a true freshman usually doesn't have that skill set ready. So here's an example of that. 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 wide receivers to the left. South Florida's blitzing Ty Simpson on 3rd and 10. So they send 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a stunt thing. They kind of wrap some things around. But if you notice immediately, Jason McClellan's getting blown up. Pass protection, he's not that great at it. Benson is wide open underneath on the drag route. Simpson has to throw that ball right there. That's where he is. Simpson to throw that ball to Benson right underneath as soon as he sees those guys come to him and they drop back in zone. So even though they might tackle your guy short, you still got some yardage instead of getting sacked right here. So you guys can see number 11 running across the field. Ty Simpson, he has to get that ball out. So that's the thing there. And here's the last play they want to show you, which is Ty Simpson's best play. By the way, he ended up best, like I said, out of the quarterbacks who played that day, Buckner and Simpson. He went 5 of 9, I believe, and he threw for 73 yards. And this is the play that really got everyone excited. 12 personnel, which is one running back, Rodale Williams set to his right, 2 tight ends, Knight Black and Dupree, 84 and 81 on the left-hand side of the offensive line. So you're going to see play action here, fakes the handoff to Rodale. University of South Florida know they're playing a freshman quarterback, so they're watching his eyes. They're playing zone. They're hoping he makes a mistake. They want to jump the ball. They want to get an interception. To Ty's credit, he drops back. He kind of looks at the surveyor to the left a little bit. He comes back to the right because he sees that Dupree is open right in here on this dig route, or like, I guess you can call it like a corner route almost, about he running, but he's behind the defenders. And so Simpson's like, oh, my guy has a step or two on the South Florida defenders. I'm throwing it past him because this is a throw. And the way he throws it up the field into the wide receiver's outside hand, and that allows him to get the catch off. And that works really well. This is a good play. This is what you want to see from your quarterback all the time. And I like that confidence that he has to throw that play. Sometimes some quarterbacks get hesitant even when the defender's that close and they want to see their guy open all the way. But he did a good job here. So that's the last thing I'll show you. These two guys, they played in this game, Buckner and Simpson. I wasn't overly impressed. I don't think Simpson would do any better than Jalen Milroe right now. I actually believe that Milroe will play much better when we have a better chance to win games with Milroe, at the very least this year. If you don't want to believe that for the next years, maybe. But at least for this year, Jalen Milroe is the best option. But I did come away more impressed with Simpson, and I think he should be second string, and Buckner should never touch the field again at Alabama unless he drastically improves. That's my take on these two quarterbacks. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.